You understand this?
Like what he's saying is because God deals in covenants. One of the main covenants is marriage, and he said that he married the Israelites, but gave them a bill of divorce, meaning that when you give someone a bill of divorce, you have to be married to the person. You can't give a bill of divorcement to someone you didn't marry or consummate a marriage. You know, that's literally impossible, right? So it would have to be his people that he's talking about, saying that I will make a new covenant, right? That's what the brother is trying to let you know.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a precept to what it's going into. Keep going into that. You're going to Romans
31
9?
or Romans 9?
Romans 9, right?
Yeah.
Go to Romans 9.
Okay, so this is the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 3. For I wish that myself was accursed. This is New Testament. For I wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh.
According to the flesh, his kinsmen. So who are kinsmen of Israelites according to the flesh? Who are they? Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel. So this is, he was speaking to them. And he said what pertained to them?
You want me to bring it up?
Bring it out.
Okay, so this is verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants.
Just like that. So the old covenant and the new covenant pertaineth to the Israelites. Being adopted back in pertaineth to who? The Israelites. That's who he's speaking to.
Yeah.
Us.
Through the flesh.
According to the flesh.
Remember we read earlier, it says the kinsman according to the flesh. So it's a little bit more than that. And the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises. So that says the promises, that all the promises we read in the Bible, eternal life, having the Nile from the Euphrates, us being part of the blessing and not having curses that was given to us. Hey, that's just and when we come out here, our ministry is just to read from the book. We never, but before we tell somebody something, we're gonna read it out of the book before we tell them.
I got
blank period.
Precept up.
Yeah.
Plus I gotta read my Bible.
2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 53. Upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all.
So we all come from Adam. We all come from Eve, that chosen line.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So God did choose a people out of Adam. That's how the Most High deals. He always chooses some line to put forth his message into the world. And that just so happened to be, it went from Adam and Eve, down to Arphaxad, down to Eber, down to Shem, and down now to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, now to the Israelites. That's just how God deals.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, as for the other people which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So God himself told Ezra that these other nations don't be anything. Because he chose you. He chose you to be right. And we can read that all over the Bible, where he said, I'm choosing you, not because you were the fewest, I based my love upon you by my own organization, to make my name known.
Yes. So I want you to get I want you to grab another scripture out of
Ezra.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, reading from verse 15, and then get the head tail part, right?
Okay, time. 28.
Yeah, I'm about to leave, but thanks.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah. And like you said, man, just read. The Bible say, study to show thyself approved, and it also says, blessed is he who reads. So blessed is and reading.
One way that you will be blessed, brother, is that you won't fall victim to these to the what they call it, the propaganda of this world, man.
Right.
The lies and things that they taught you. That's just that have no basis in the Bible.
Hey, what the Bible say? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens.
Can I get a couple more scriptures just to hammer it home? Just so I want to show you something that would come against those other people being God's chosen people. Get that out of Deuteronomy chapter 28, read from 15, and then get the other one.
All right, so this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So these things are going to come upon them if they do not hearken unto the law, statutes, and commandments of the living God, right? This would happen. Bring it out.
Really, that's what everybody's doing right now. It's going to happen. But if you become Gnostic, then
44.
see God.
Oh, come on. Okay, and this verse 44 of the curses. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So we talked about this. They are rich, right? So, but it says that he shall lend to thee, right? So how are they the richest when they're supposed to be getting lent to?
If they're supposed to be the Israelites.
Because the Israelites are supposed to be down right now. Because read that last part again.
It says, thou shalt be, or he shall be the head, and you shall be the tail.
So they shall be the head, and then you shall be the tail. So if you're supposed to be the tail, meaning at the bottom of society, how are you at the top? How do you own all these diamond and gold markets, things like that?
How do you have nuclear power to do things at your disposal? How are you backed by the most powerful country on the planet? Let's just be real.
So I just wanted to pose that question to you. And I'll read this last question. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, reading from verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. So, just like that, man.
Yeah, it's just what the Bible says.
They're the rich people.
And they've devoured
Or the bad Jews.
the Israelites.
I get it.
But
Judah-
so,
So you go for it.
because he said the bad Jews who are the rich people. But when you think about it, God deals with nations.
That's right.
Because the prophets were righteous men, but guess what? Their nation was still in captivity. The prophets were subject under captivity.
Did not Jeremiah be sent unto the kings of Judah and then went to captivity along with all the rest of the people of Judah?
So what we're telling you is God deals with, yes, we're not denying that God would deal with individuals, but God does judge through nations. He puts nations through captivity, he holds nations to a higher standard. That's just how he gets down.
We get sadly held accountable.
That's right.
Your sins can be basically accounted for by your son and your sons.
Please grab that out of what he just said out of Deuteronomy or Exodus, right?
Basically, what you do today can affect generations down. And you have break the curse.
That's in the Bible what he's talking about.
So get what he just talked about out of
I already know. I got
Exodus,
problems that I have, but it came from my pops.
and then get it out of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
But if you're trying to
Or
get that cycle change, that's really what that is. It's breaking bodies and all that shit. You're gonna
Break the generation.
Start doing it right.
and then
that's in the Bible too.
I'm gonna read it so it solidifies.
I'm still in my pops.
So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow thyself down to them nor serve them, for I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
That's exactly what happened.
And if you want that verse, it's the next verse. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And keep my commandments. And what do Christians often say? No, what
Or
they
they tell
say,
you that
what
you
do
don't
they say
gotta
about
keep
the
the
commandments? They say you don't got to do it. But so they're keeping you in the yoke of sin.
you know what's actually crazy about the commandments is if you keep only the first one, the rest are automatic. If literally like, because if you did it the right way, the first one, you're automatically choose the rest.
You ain't wrong
You
on
ain't
that.
wrong.
not.
I got a verse for you.
If you actually love somebody, are you gonna steal from them? Are you gonna lie to them? Or are you gonna betray them? Or are you gonna
We're all humans.
lose love them? If you actually,
Is that what you gonna say? You sit before the judgment seat? We all humans, Lord. Nah, man.
We got a verse for you. A verse that- what he's saying is in the Bible. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 37. And Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is likened unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Just like that.
literally, if you love unconditionally the way you're supposed to, and you stay committed, the rest.
I can bring it out.
They look so Or it's the best and
So-
Here's something y'all should cover at some point whenever you're on spiritual maturity level. Because I think that is a barrier that most people have. I don't think it's that people don't believe or I don't think it's that people are, I hope it's not that people are self-absorbed. But I think really it's just spiritual maturity. They don't want to grow that way. That just keeps them apart. They don't have that spiritual maturity.
if you're watching it, like it seems like damn, like I'm honored to witness and cause that to be
Heart and mind, bro.
cartoon.
There's shit in there. There's certain shit in the heart, bro. I think that's very critical. For spiritual growth. You don't have to look at shit.
He always been hanging around, but some of the time,
Pride is probably the most dangerous sin.
Wait, oh my god, it's not a
Pride and envy. Those are the two main things.
but look,
Is that,
Love can be deadly.
oh, love.
Well, it says the love of money.
Okay, yeah, and improper.
Improper and inordinate. The Bible speaks about inordinate lust. That causes you to go off.
Because to say you love a woman who is a married woman, so that you cause her to commit adultery in yourself, that's not love, that's lust.
There's not much love left.
Because love according to the Bible is commandments.
It says this is love God. That's how God measures. That's how He's gonna measure. You know.
Let's grab one more scripture, a precept what he was talking about. So when you keep the commandments, you take these things off. This is chapter, it's in Deuteronomy chapter 30. I'm not sure exactly, like 9.
well, good.
Yeah, verse 6.
Cool job. Good. But again, I gotta read my own Bible. Read my own. That's my. I don't need to go to a church.
Well, I would say don't. To be honest with you, don't go to any church. They're not going to tell you the truth.
He's not against worldly church.
Their Bible's been
There is like probably like 1 or 2 out of 50 churches out there.
He can't say what God does.
No, it's all.
God is God.
You need church so the community, God didn't put you to be by
He
yourself.
can't tell you what you're going to be.
Somewhere in Matthew, it's
No.
the power of prayer.
Stop
Works better.
listening to that bullshit. God is God. God is up
Pray by
there.
yourself.
He
or
can't tell you where
bring
you're
more
going to go.
people. Like really, our ultimate task is to love God. But we have a secondary.
Exactly.
And we're supposed to basically
Stop judging.
harvest more people.
You're going up there, baby.
It's literally our purpose.
Pinky. You're going up there. You're going
And
up
teach
there.
repentance.
Yes.
Because you can believe it says in the Bible that the devil right? So how are you going to differentiate yourself from a devil and from being a righteous man in God's eyes? By keeping commandments. Because belief isn't the end all be all because devils will be present. You gotta put it, you know, in your heart. Because the Bible says faith without works is dead.
You have a choice. It's very simple, bro. The thing people don't get about life is you don't really live your life. If you don't understand that, you're not living your life. In life, you have two options. Either you're a slave to Satan or you're a slave to Jesus. That's it. If you are not a God, no matter how fucking awesome you are, either you're a slave to the devil, you're a slave to shit, or you're a slave to God. And the thing is, life over here is fun, once in a while, troubles, all that other stuff. Life over here can be difficult, challenging. A lot of stuff hard, right? But the end game over here is better than here. That's right. And if you can't be intelligent and have knowledge, like I gotta show you something, bro. We're not. There's a lot of narcissism, bro. Like, there's so much.
So
The other brother was saying that, you know, like eternal fire and stuff like that. I'm just, I would, well, you have two Bibles, but you would never say that.
I realized like a second too late that it was actually.
It's not nothing to do with the fucking American culture. This is way bigger than that. How you live your life every day. Do you choose to get up and tell people how important they are?
37.
Respect people. Like I'm gonna be really big, or do you choose to get up and abuse people, take advantage of them? You know, there's too much manipulation in the world, bro. And then most part that makes me upset, most people that actually understand the truth and accept it, they're usually like belittled, you know, they're somebody always stepping on his toe trying to keep him quiet or put him down or even worse trying to get him to disown or leave.
Okay.
You have the right to believe.
Oh, I saw that video.
You know, I don't believe in God.
But they were just random strangers. He was like, yo, bro.